What's the deals? Danny Myers, the bar god. I'm back with another top 10 blog. This one doesn't have anything to do with battle rappers per se or battle rapping. This one has something to do with the men and women behind the scenes or in front of the scenes that are making the culture progress forward. These are the power players. These are the men and women that get things shaken at the snap of a finger. They have the Infinity Stones. So I want to start off with my honorable mentions. I want to start off with a Verb. You know, villain, love him, hate him. Verb gets the needle moving. Verb gets the numbers going. He gets the bloggers paid. He gets the battle rappers paid. He promotes the cards, like top 3 in terms of promotion, I would say. You know, him, Cassidy, Rex, Hitman. These are the people that's gonna get your card popping. And Verb has been doing that for the past few years, whether he's in, you know, he's promoting the car, promoting his own battle, whether he's in drama. I remember when I first was on A-Hat, Verb put a tweet out like, yo, this dude named Danny Myers is in Las Vegas going crazy. Soon after, he gave me a battle, and then my rank kind of went up, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Verb. He's one of the power players within the culture. I'm going to keep it going. Let's go to Beretta Blaze and Scotty. Shout out to Beretta Blaze and Scotty, what they doing with the Houston Barcode, giving MCs chances that they probably otherwise wouldn't get elsewhere. And their home events are fire. All the biggest names and industry leaders pop out to their events. They've been putting in a lot of groundwork building that scene down there. So shout out to Beretta Blaze and Scotty. I also want to shout out Hoodie Jer, Gabino Grimes. Shout out to Mike Masters Alliance, what they're doing in Salt Lake City, Utah, growing the scene out in Utah, out here in the West Coast, putting on some great cards, moving a lot of things behind the scenes that y'all probably don't even know about. But shout out to them. Let's keep it going. Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy. A lot of y'all favorite battles that went down happened because of this man. This man is a true fan, a true student of the culture. And you know, he be putting these cards together sometimes. Y'all, he don't even brag about it. He just be in the shadows doing this, and then next thing you know, a card pop up. You know, so shout out to him. Let's go to Spills. Shout out to my man Spills and what he's doing with the New Orleans talent, with, you know, with Capo, with Dollar Bill, and with Hustle, and just hit the whole Bash Money thing that they got going on. I like the movement. I like the force. He's a smart manager. He's doing his thing, man. Let's keep it going. Let's shout out to Tony Bro, Black Compass Media. They be getting some things cracking behind the scenes as well, man. I definitely love what they doing. And last but not least, let's go with a Big Slap. Shout out to Big Slap out here on the West Coast, father of Lil Slap, obviously, you know, but you know, Big Slap been doing some things on the West Coast when a lot of the leagues out here have been kind of stagnant. The scene has been growing, and he's been developing new talent as well. Shout out to Rum Nitty, G Will, Yak Ripper, what these guys are doing on the West Coast. Big Slap is he be getting things popping behind the scenes. But I'm going to get to the number 10 on my list. It's going to be Frank White. Shout out Frank White from We the Fans. You know, I first had interaction with this man. I believe it was in LA. He showed up at one of the events, and you know, next thing I know, he's making things happen on Twitter. He's putting cars together with the spaces, and he's been funding battles. Like shout out to my man Frank White, but he's gonna come in at number 10. A lot of stuff that be happening in the culture, y'all may not know, but Frank White is behind a lot of these big things that be going on. So I want to give him his shout out. Number 9, Dre Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, this man works probably as hard, if not harder than myself in the culture. He's constantly putting on events, constantly battling. He got the most battles out of everybody, and he's given opportunities. He's created a lane. He's created a league where you can get a chance. You can get your start, or you can resurrect. Listen, a lot of y'all might not admit it. Dre Dennis has resurrected a lot of careers that was kind of dormant. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to call out names, you already know. But if you took a bad hit or you just kind of disappeared, and then you pop up on Gates of the Garden, you go crazy. Next thing I know, you back on URL. Dre Dennis is the one providing. He's the liaison. He be making things happen behind the scenes. Shout out to Dre Dennis. Coming in at number 8. Shout out to Kels. Shout out to the gorgeous, talented, brilliant woman who I call her Griselda Blanco, because she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. She makes the shit happen. She make a phone call, it happened. She, don't play with Kels. I mean, that's another thing. Don't play with that woman. Don't see the pretty face and get it misconstrued. She one of them. You know what I mean? But salute to the only woman who is on this list. Not saying that there couldn't be other women on the list, but right now, from what she's been doing with OSBL and the car she's throwing and the opportunities she's giving MCs, and because of her platform, you get to see a lot of these MCs grow and go on to bigger success, and it's because of her. And she's a great manager as well. Shout out to Kels. Number 7, Hitman Holla. Hitman, what he's done with Bags and Bodies is beautiful. I mean, you see a lot of dope talent, a lot of dope MCs go to Bags and Bodies. I think he's probably going to be working on season 3 right now. Produced a dope show, made household names of people who probably were just kind of teetering or just on the cusp of stardom, and he kind of helped them get over the hump, man. And also, he's putting together some incredible cards. He's responsible for some of the biggest battles of all time. And despite his own personal success, he's giving out opportunities for other MCs to shine. And so shout out to Hitman. Let's see. Next up, another MC turned businessman boss, John the Don, man. Like, if you've been paying attention from what he's done with the bullpen and as far as making MCs in the South, Yonkers MC transplanted down to the South and created a whole opportunity and has kept it going for years. When he first got there, I seen people was like, oh, he trying to step on Milltown, blow toes, and he trying to take over, like, you ain't even from out here. And now, as you can see, time reveals everything. John is still around, still throwing events, has a big event coming up right now with Cassidy. He's not only providing opportunities for himself, he's giving out opportunities, and he's grown a lot of y'all favorite MCs' careers over the past few years. And he just make a lot of moves happen. The whole thing he had going with the mayor, politics as usual, getting the mayor, getting the politicians involved with battle rap, along with other big ventures, and he still has other things yet to be revealed that he's working on. Salute to the growth in John the Don. We're gonna go next up. Shout out to Takeover Battle League. Shout out to Kenny Black and his staff. Massacre 6 was a huge success, resurrected that whole series. Shout out to Organic, Bishop Brigante, just shout out to the entire staff. But with Kenny Black partnering with them, not only did he bring that series back, but what he's doing with Tay Rocks, No Entourage, and countless other MCs, and what he's doing with these tournaments, and he's even going to be helping me build the Parallel Universe Battle League. Kenny Black is a power player that he kind of just in the shadows, he just kind of chilling. He don't really, get all in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, he is making a lot of big power plays. Coming in at number 4. This man has been doing this since the inception, and that's gonna be my man Avocado. Shout out to my man. Listen, Ruin Your Day, that brand, from everything from the merchandise to the advice he gives out to battlers to the influence that he's had on other filmmakers. This is the man. When you talk about battle rap cinema, took filming battle rap to an entirely different level, a different spectrum, and showed others. Like when the other cameramen in battle rap talk about their skill set and this and that and the third, I bet you 80% of them gonna say, well, hey, I learned this from Avo. I got that from Avo. Even if they don't admit it, we know where you got some of your style from. Not to take away from their own skill, but let's not act like these pay-per-views, when people we want their pay-per-view done right, they want the audio right, they want the visuals crispy. It's like the number one most trusted source that every league, from mom and pop league to the biggest leagues in the world, they call this man when they want that quality piff. They want the pure, straight from Medim. Avo. We're gonna go next up at number 3. Shout out to my man ARP, his staff with the RBE brand. Again, I know the bricks in that whole process is no longer in existence right now. But even prior to that, what ARP has done with the RBE franchise, or the brand, the company, he's put on so many classic battles, so many classic themed events, of innovator in terms of matchmaking. One of the goats at matchmaking. I don't think he get enough credit for his matchmaking ability. Because sometimes you see names. It's okay when you see all the big names and they battling each other, but sometimes it got to be the right matchup. And ARP, Shada, Lawrence, Wing, everybody involved, like, he is the mastermind behind a lot of the classic battles that we have in the culture. So I got to salute him. Coming in at number 2, should be no surprise, but shout out to Organic. Gully, Bishop Bagante, King of the Dot. Just its own lane. Its own lane. They innovated so many things, from the bunker to the Gannick versus Gully cards to the huge international cards with the world domination, with the you don't know who's battling each other, with the blackout cards, with the massacre cards. King of the Dot has been innovating in the battle rap culture since their inception. Organic is a heavy power player. A lot of things when battles happen that y'all probably never knew who put the matchup together. It was King of the Dot. They put together a lot of your favorite battles that you don't even know they was involved in, but they got some of these Infinity Stones. And obviously, coming in at number 1, non-biased, it has to be the innovator. It got to be the Godfather, man. You got to go with Smack White, man. You got to go with Smack, Beasley, Chico. I don't know how many these stones they got. Hold on. I don't know how many of them, but they got quite a few of these Infinity Stones. This man, Smack has gone from just interviewing the hottest hip hop artists, from Nicki Minaj and French Montana and all these people before they was even big stars, when it was just bubbling in the New York City streets. Smack was out there with the damn camera himself, then he put the battles on, and that really skyrocketed battle rap to another level. Now he's getting venues. He's putting together Summer Madness 1. They selling tickets. This is a business now. It's not a grassroots culture that come from the street corner in the alleys and the lunch rooms in the park. Now it's a business, and a lot of that has to do with Smack White. So he's obviously going to be the power player number 1, on my list. I also want to give a shout out to Direct, Poison Pen, a couple of other these men and women behind the scenes that are moving the culture forward, and they have a lot of power. But this is my list. Y'all let me know in the comments who you feel like should be moved up or down, who shouldn't be on the list, or who should have been added. Y'all already know how y'all doing those comments. But these are the top 10 power players in battle rap. And there's definitely more on the way. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like, share this out. And Yikers Island, listen, more content is on the way.
I got some strokers in the trunk. I got some strokers in the trunk. I got some strokers in the trunk. You can hear me when I ride. I got some strokers in the trunk. I got some strokers in the trunk. I got some strokers in the trunk. You can hear me when I ride. I got some strokers in the trunk. My system banging real loud, and if I turn it up, you can hear me like 3 miles. Sitting on the scrapers, Alpine screens. I'm in the old school candy thing, bumping Al Green. Suicide dog, so you see me sitting clean with the apes on my feet, master stitching on my jeans. 18s in the trunk, spent 10 on the bump, another 8 for the wheels, 3 grand for the grill. Came back with a stack of $100 bills, and I even got the stash spot to hide the blue steel. Go ahead.